There are probably over 250 different flavors of Pringles crisps. From roasted seaweed to garlic seafood, from fried chicken to grilled shrimp, from blueberry to booyah. What does a booyah even taste like? But how do we get to this stage of starch where we just accept any Pringles flavors like Larb or hot honey? And it's not just about the flavors. To truly understand the evolution of Pringles as a brand, we need to understand how innovation at scale works, and how customer feedback, cultural trends, and bold experimentation keeps a brand like Pringles relevant for 70 years. Back in the post-war boom of the 1950s, every major food manufacturer went all in with their chips. But the potato posse had a few problems. Their product was too greasy, went stale too fast, and was a crinkly pack of crumbs by the time you opened them. It was a niche ripe for innovation. In came P&G with a team of scientists hell-bent on innovating the crunchy crisp. In 1956, organic chemist Fred Bauer was put in charge. His challenge was to think not just like a food scientist, but as an innovation leader. He started designing the hyperbolic paraboloid shape that's so recognizable today. It could be stacked, it wouldn't spread grease, it was efficient and iconic. But between us, it tasted horrible. Turns out flavor still had to catch up with innovation. Wait, is this an actual chip from 1956? It took another dozen years of experimenting and teams of researchers and innovators before they launched the first mass-market Pringles newfangled potato chips in 1968. Their persistence illustrates a core principle of innovation. Failure is not the end, it's a stepping stone to breakthroughs. Leading the Pringles team were Alexander Lipa, who made sure they were edible, and Gene Wolfe, who came up with a machine to cook them. And I'm pretty sure he was the inspiration for the mascot Julius Pringle. I mean, just look at that stash. For 14 years, Pringles expanded across the US with a single product line. Growth was slow, and even though the flavor was good enough, few would have considered them tasty. But come 1984, their luck started to change. They launched their first new flavor, sour cream and onion, and a fun ad campaign called Fever for the Flavor of Pringles, starring none other than Brad Pitt in one of his first acting roles. Barbecue and cheddar cheese soon followed, and for the next decade, Pringles went on a flavor fever frenzy, continuously testing new flavors and new markets, and keeping the popular ones and filing the rest under the "we didn't fail" excuse of limited editions. By the 1990s, Pringles was already the largest brand P&G owned, making over $1 billion in revenue. But they'd only started on their alimentary adventure of global tuber domination. And it wasn't just about flavors. P&G already had a deep understanding of global consumer insights across all of their other major brands, and they started making the most of it for Pringles. They started selling across the pond in Britain, and by 2011, they were already available in 140 countries, accounting for over 2% of the global snack market. With each new destination, new potato palettes demanded new fodder flavors, and we saw the rise in territorial tater tastes. The UK's prawn cocktail, Japan's wasabi, Thailand's larb. This type of localized product innovation highlights one of the keys to global success: listening to your customer and adapting. Pringles understood that in order to expand, they had to appeal not only to the taste buds, but also to the zeitgeist of each new location. The brand started linking limited time offer promotions to cultural moments, from the Thanksgiving dinner collection to a Narnia edition, Minecraft spicy TNT to the scorching remakes of their classic flavors. Each a testament to how brands should leverage trends to drive interest and engagement. And it paid off. Thanks to years of groundbreaking R&D and experimentation, finding insights and implementing customer feedback, innovating and iteratively improving flavors, but most importantly, not being afraid to take risks and draw outside the lines. I mean, pecan pie, butter caramel, white chocolate peppermint, are we still talking about crisps, or are we in an ice cream shop? Sadly, their original creator only experienced the start of their meteoric rise. Poor Fred Bauer died in 2008, and as per his wishes, was buried in the can he designed. I'd say that's the literal definition of burying yourself in your work. Original Fred Bauer flavor, limited edition. So remember this, true innovation is a continuous cycle of listening, learning, and adapting. Don't just create a product, create a system that allows you to stay relevant, push boundaries and lead trends instead of follow them.